What's shaking, people? It's your boy DoomkillaHD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap-up where we give you the news. Break it down bite-sized so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap, conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap-up, so enjoy the show. You're not rocking with the best, let the good times roll. Come on!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your weekly wrap-up. My name is High Ruler, joined by DoomkillaHD and Slipshock. Gentlemen, how you guys doing?
What's shaking, people? It's your boy. What's happening? You already know. Sorry, guys. Our other host of the show, Stardust, had a family emergency. So if y'all don't mind just throwing some prayer hands in the chat for our good guy, man, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you on top of that. High Ruler, my dude. We got a show tonight, bro.
Oh, baby, do we ever?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
How you feeling? You ready, bro? I mean, I see you sipping, so you gotta be ready, bro.
Listen. I partook in the AJ special before in my evening tonight, so I'm feeling good tonight. You know, I'm ready. Let's break this down. Let's get into it.
All right. Topics for tonight are, of course, Marvel's Avengers video game. Marvel's Avengers game, not Marvel's Avengers, but Marvel's games in general, movies and TV, call-ins. Of course, we have the Fire Birdman monologue by our very own Sadat the Gamer. And we have a special guest caller in, Mr. J Shockblast, who we're going to be talking about a little bit of Twitter trolls, a little bit of opinions on opinions. And we're going to let the gloves off because we're going to definitely talk about SkinGate, baby. So, yes,
baby.
Indeed.
My favorite. I love it.
Slip. Let's get this show started. You ready, big dog?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right. So, I'm going to ask you the first question, my friend. Marvel's Avengers, how it compares to AAA gaming in 2022.
Right off the bat, huh? Right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So okay, theoretically, right, and I want to also say that sounded real weird, but because of how it is, and because of where it came from in the development wise, and how we're seeing post like heavy pandemic, I don't want to give any like slack, but in the same token, it's like. You see some of the stuff. Like you see, look what we got. We got Seafood. We got Lost Ark. We have all of those things that are coming out, and I'm pretty sure they've been in development for a long time. But some of those, some of those launches went pretty okay, and then you got ones that are like Dying Light that kind of like mirrored some things that we had before. So I want to say it's on brand, but I guess it goes by how the other developers of those games handle those, obstacles. Because we've seen how Avengers handled it. So now we got to see how the rest of them will handle it in going forward.
Well, Salip, High Ruler, you mind if I go second, sir?
Not at all, man. Please, by all means.
Because I want to kind of piggyback off of Slip real quick, but then you know me, man. Let me talk real quick. Look, guy. My dude, I feel what you're saying to the fullest, and you're not wrong at all. So I'm going to go ahead and give you your props. But I think with the launch of Avengers that those other studios learned, because all you see is communication right now. That's all you see is communication, bro. Like, look, the game broke as hell right now. We sorry. We're going to do this, and this, and reward you by doing this. You know what I mean? That's all you're seeing across the board. So, I don't know. As far as Avengers faring in 2022, they're losing a battle as far as communication is concerned.
100%.
Badly. I'm gonna go ahead and let you chop that up and wrap that one up, Mr. High Ruler.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to like the leadership styles of like these different like developers and like publishers, right? So like I think anyone who works in like a corporate world can like respond to like the question of like, is your leadership team like very agile or not, right? In terms of like how do you respond to things, right? And not even that is like what's your like core values when it comes to like transparency and communication, right? I would definitely think like over the past few years, there's been a response by a lot of these developers and publishers to try and be more open and try to be more transparent with kind of what's going on. But then you see like the ones that aren't, right? And we're all very familiar with the ones that aren't. And it's one of those weird things where it's like if you're too open, you get burned for it. If you're not open at all, you get burned for it. So like what's the middle ground, right? And I definitely think it's a sliding scale, and it's like how do you balance where it is, right? I mean, I mean, silence doesn't last
Broken
forever.
save. Oh no.
So silence doesn't last forever, but how long is too long, right? And I think that's the question.
Well, that can go right into the next thing. Does a lack of roadmap concern you? And I'm talking about the Paul Tassi article right now. I wasn't expecting that from him. You know what I mean? Because he was literally on Excelsior a couple of weeks ago, and he was, he still had kind of high hopes for the game and as far as a roadmap coming and okay, yada yada. But like we're in the middle of February right now, and I mean, all we got is double XP, bros. Like what? You know what I mean? That's a little scary. You know what I mean? For me, like I was talking to Spring Rose yesterday on one-on-one, and she's a casual gamer. She is not into the game as hard as we are. You know what I mean? And she was like, that's pretty damn scary. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know what to think. So I'm about to go play this game. You know what I mean? So how you feeling? We'll go with you, Ruler, and we'll let you wrap it up, Slip. Go ahead, Ruler.
I'm fine. Make of that what you will. I'm fine. Everything will be okay, more than likely. Do I understand kind of where people are? Yeah, 100%. At any time there's like a lack of communication or a lack of kind of clarity around the situation, I understand that kind of pulls people away from this game and it kind of puts them in other places. Personally though, am I worried or whatever? I mean, it's part of the course. I mean, if you want me to give you the honest take, it's part of the course, right? Like as much as we try to push them on certain things, there's a little bit of give and there's a little bit of not giving, right? Right now, there's a little bit of not give, but silence doesn't last forever. And that's really where it stands.
Well, I respect that. I respect that to the fullest. Go ahead, Slip. I'm gonna let you wrap that up, bro.
Yes, 100% yes to both questions. One, to LB, yes, I do want to be slapping people that takes 55 weeks and shit for the Yu-Gi-Oh turns. Yes, I had to make sure that yes, totally yes,
bro.
But also, yes and no. Like, and the reason why is we noticing that Avengers are doing a mirroring thing. They have mirrored last year, as multiple people have said, we didn't see something from them last year until like early March. And I kind of can't be like, oh yeah, well, you knew what you did last year. Why are you not changing it? And it's like, okay, I want you to, but if they're showing us that, I mean, look at what they're responding to when they throw things out there. They throw the skin suits out there. They throw out these things. They will legitimately pull a Matt Murdock on anything other than, oh my God. It's like, what's going on?
Bro, everything still boils down to,
I swear to God.
Boy, you in the comments, I swear, bro. It still all boils down to talking to people. That's literally all it boils down to, is letting people know what it is. Even if you don't have a roadmap, you need to say, hey, roadmap is still in development. I know you guys are hungry for one. Here is some 2XP to hopefully tide you over until we can get you some info on the roadmap. You know what I mean? But it's just like, here, take this 2XP and this cool Hawkeye skin and this Iron Man sitting on the couch. And
all right, I'm gonna head out. It's like, damn it, he did it.
You feel me? For real, like that's what it's like, bro. And it sucks. Like it really does. I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, as a person who enjoys the game, it just wants it to be better. Like,
exactly.
You see, like games like Outriders, games like Destiny, and all they're doing is just putting out so much communication, so much info, and our community is just sitting here like, that's a cool skin, bro. Yeah, exactly. Um, with dodgy launches going on. Next subject. I'm sorry, guys. I just started talking. But with dodgy launches going on and delays with everything, does that actually make Avengers look bad? And again, you know what? I'm gonna let Ruler talk. Go ahead, Ruler.
Listen, I'm gonna use a Sadat quote. All right, listen. He's been
Mhm.
beta testing Dying Light. You know, he said the multiplayer for Dying Light may have been worse than the Avengers one. Listen, does it make it look any better or worse? Not really, because like I feel like Avengers was on the sliding scale of games that launch in a buggy state. But like we've seen a lot of these games launch in buggy states, but we've also seen really good games launch in really good states, right? Like I honestly think it's a sliding scale, and Avengers has ended up on one side of it, whereas like for example like Horizon's probably gonna end up on the other side of it, right? It just it's all a matter of kind of like perspective, and not just perspective, but like obviously some games launch shitty and some games don't.
Yeah. I mean,
And to piggyback off of that, it
oh
goes
God.
back. No, I'm not going. I'm. What I'm saying is, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, right? It's like we see a lot of like dodgy, nothing but skins. We see dodgy launches and whatnot, and it's like, okay, how they handled it, and then we see other ones that have pretty matrix dodgy launches, and then they handle it a little bit different. So it's like I guess once there's a stability point for those games, that'll show like you were saying earlier, where it's like who's learning and who's not, who's paying attention to the Avenger class, and who's reading comic books while they're in class instead of listening to the
Right.
class. Like that just shows like maybe 6 months down the line we might see the Lost Ark is completely just like stably taken off, and we know that was a good launch that was handled well, versus like something that, let's say that, I don't know,
Did you just
what's the
say the
game?
Lost Ark launch was handled well?
I said
You're out here slagging off Amazon.
First of all, I didn't say it was handled well. I said 6 months down the line, if it's handled well, then we'll know that they learned, versus like
Boy,
6
Hyrule
months
was
down the
about
line.
to eat
Exactly.
you alive.
Because like Slip yesterday, Slip yesterday's like, yo, I hate Amazon. Amazon sucks. Fuck these guys.
Hey, but did I lie though? What time did we start getting in?
Oh man, it's like fucking 10 p.m. bro. It's tough.
I told you, when AWS goes down, it takes its time getting back up. It's like, I get up when I get up. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, huh? If I don't get up when I want to get up, what you gonna do about it? That's Amazon is out here being kingpin with us all at this point.
Bro, Amazon about to blip you real quick,
I swear.
Last subject about the Marvel Avengers game, and we can move on to something that doesn't stress people out so damn much. You know what I mean? So can the game actually bounce back? I mean, it's 2022. A lot of people, rumors have it that after the Kree invasion, which is coming supposedly, hypothetically, in the words of Mr. Ruler, hypothetically, at the end of the year, you know what I mean? And after that, they're just gonna, move on to something different, do updates every now and then take the game offline eventually, maybe 6 months into 2023. That's all rumor. This is all speculation. But with all that said, and that's how people are looking at the game right now, can it bounce back? I mean, can it bounce? I mean, that's literally the question. Can it bounce back? Is there something that can happen in this game to make people be like, yo, I'm about to crank up Avengers and we going in, for hours and hours on end? Is there something that can happen to make that pop off. And let's go with you, Ruler. Go ahead, Ruler.
All right, listen, I think a lot of it comes down to is like expectations from like Square Enix and Marvel games, right? We live in the world where like EverQuest and EverQuest 2 are still getting updated. We live in the world where Lord of the Rings Online after like 11 years is still getting updated, right? Because they make enough money that their bosses are happy with it, right? It all comes down to is how much money the game's making. Is the game ever going to do the Star Wars Battlefront 2 or the No Man's Sky like complete turnaround? Odds are probably not. Can the game make enough money to sustain itself for years without crazy updates? You know, maybe get a few updates a year? Theoretically, yes. I think people look at it as like it has to either be 100% hot or it's iceberg cold. Right. There's a range there that exists, and no one wants to consider it because it's either this game lives or this game dies. That's where people exist right now. They're not talking about the middle ground that theoretically exists, but we don't know what the threshold for that existence is.
You know what's so funny that I need to piggyback real quick is Marvel's Avengers has still been in the top 10 selling games since it's launched. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So you're definitely right. Like what we think a living game isn't actually the definition of a living game. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and speak on that, my dude. Slip.
And and to say that, like to say in a situation, it needs to be one of few things, because in an age where DC Universe Online is 11 years old, in a universe where we still have, I mean, even though Fortnite is popular, Fortnite.
What? Dude, I knew you was gonna freak out, bro. Like, what? Whoever did this account, y'all foul. Yo, this is look at my man. It's completely red, right? Y'all evil. Y'all are evil.
Yo, that's the real one. Hit me with the tip on Twitter. I'm ready.
Let's go.
3 days beforehand, right? No, 2 days beforehand, right?
Bro, but, what was you even talking about, Slip? That just threw me for a loop, good sir.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, people don't have to like Fortnite, right? But you got to think about this. There's enough people that like that to where it's still there. There are games that are being supported that we all don't like and we all do like. Can this game survive that? One thing they have to up the communication. They have to tell people at this point, we can't survive on this. They got to be completely transparent. We cannot survive on this particular model. Starting September 4th, the second year anniversary, we're going to start doing paid DLC. If you're cool with that, cool. If not, then, you know, hey, it'll go off like that. But they have to make some type of effort to get an investment to even hire new people, to even, you know, get into that thing.
Is though people are leaving to go do other projects, brother.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and that makes perfect sense in a perfect world, brother.
Exactly.
We live in a non-perfect world. Our multiverse, the universe we live in, is really wrecked, bro. So like, I don't really see that happening, my dude. Like, I know where you're going with it. I feel
anything can happen with these Infinity Stones I got in my hand. All right,
I ain't. Boy.
Let's go. Let's. I'll take them out the bag right now.
No, this TVA time, them things ain't got no usage here, bro. They ain't got no
our
usage.
Earth is terrible.
Look, a ruler still tripping off of Haley Steinfeld, y'all.
Yo, Synchro's right. Synchro's like, he's checking those DMs. Yo, listen, I'm in my message request. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready for that chat.
I cannot.
He about to get that young. Hey, we can meet up, but I'm gonna need a couple dollars for you to help me come to Canada. So here's my PayPal link. Go ahead, send me $500, and I'll be there next Thursday.
This guy is crazy.
BD is $500 someone would get, man. That's for sure.
Yo, quick message from the home girl Spring real quick before we get into the next segment, guys.
Hey guys, it's Spring. Are you ready for DSG block parties? Every Friday night, come join members of Doom Squad Gaming tackling the toughest content in the game with you. Come play with your favorite members of the team. Members like Bloody Reckless, Slipshock, Alien Fodder, Casual Avenger, and more. Each Friday, a different member will host and bring their own unique flavor to the party. So join us if you are ready to rock with the best. This is Spring, your Doom Squad gaming brand ambassador, and as Doom would say, let the good times roll.
Fire or trash. Fire or trash.
Yo. Next segment. This should be actually pretty fun. It's a little bit different. Not really different, but I mean, we kind of trying to branch out from just Marvel's Avengers. I think we are all talented people on this cast, so we can talk about stuff that's not Avengers, and hopefully you guys still will enjoy it. So we are going to discuss some Marvel games right now, and that game, first game I should say, is Midnight Suns. Will it be popular because it's a Marvel brand, or will the card niche ruin its sales? I'm gonna let you captain this because your homeboy, Mr. Slight Stardust, came up with this topic. Shout out to Stardust again. Go ahead, my dude.
I honestly think this game is not going to do that well because of the card system. I think it's going to be a game that hits with a very niche audience, but I think the casual Marvel audiences would much rather respond to a game like Guardians, a game like Spider-Man, these single player kind of games that are more action based, that are more kind of adventure focused, versus a card based system that we still don't know a lot of the details on how that all kind of works. But I imagine there's probably gonna be a little bit of depth there. But like for a lot of people, they don't want to think about putting these cards together and trying to do this. They just want to get in there with their favorite Marvel characters and just whoop ass, right?
Slip.
So from the videos that I've seen multiple times, because I've tried my best to get as much content as I can so far, I don't think it's going to be something that you necessarily put together yourself. I think you get access to those cards, and those cards are basically like attacks, and you don't necessarily have to put those together. So you don't necessarily have to like push those in a more like it's going to be a strategic thing in a way of like playing chess, but not Yu-Gi-Oh's Avengers. Hey, I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Heart of the cards. But I don't think I think it's going to be more like you kind of like how Pokemon is, where you get attacks and you get them, and you just like use those. But will it necessarily be popular? I don't think it'll be non-popular. I think the people who don't like strategy games and don't like the XCOM format won't even touch it. Yeah. But the people that want to like get some type of Marvel fix and have gave up on Avengers, they'll probably check that out, obviously. And then the ones that are just like, hey, maybe, because the comic book heads, all the ones who actually like and know about the Midnight Suns period, we're going to check it out just because of that. I do think it'd be successful. I don't think it'd be as successful as like a big MMO game or like Fortnite, things like that, but I do think it'll have a pretty decent audience.
Hoarder Gamer says it supposedly has a 50-hour campaign and in-game. Me personally, when I first heard about the game, I was not interested at all. I didn't think it was, I'm like, it's a card game. I don't do that. It's just not my personal style. If I got a superhero game, I want to feel like a superhero. I want to go punch something and my, controller vibrates and it feels like I'm actually punching something. But this game, I don't know, like the trailers for it actually has me interested in it, which is big because I know for a fact that I don't like card type games, but for it to make me interested in it because of the Marvel IP itself, like I'm looking at what's her name, the witch girl with the staff,
Nico,
and Doctor Strange, and they're doing their little thing, and they're trying to stop something from coming. I was like, what in the hell? This looks good. Okay, I'm interested. I don't know how long it's going to keep me in, but that's probably another $59, $60 I'm going to spend on the video game, if you feel what I'm saying. You dig? So as far as sales goes, I think Marvel will sell that game. As longevity goes, like you said, Slip, there's a niche for it. There's people who like those, Yu-Gi-Oh style games, the Dungeon Master style games, you know what I mean? So it's Marvel, bro. Like shit, we're still playing Avengers, and that's broken as hell. Like a year later, bro. Like 2 years later, almost. You know what I mean? So I think being a Marvel game, it'll sell. That's just my personal opinion.
I think I'm gonna give you guys the hot take. I think the game dies in 6 months without PvP. 6 months, no one will care about it. We'll all
And you
be
know
past
what?
it.
Normally, I would throw something at you at the mention of PvP because not every game is saved by PvP. But Greek did a video about it. Small plug, my boy. But I like how PvP would be in this game. I think if they put PvP in this game, it would be something that I would because it's more like the Command and Conquer PvP. You know, where you take one person and you set yourself up. I feel like that strategic PvP would be amazing in this game, and I kind of hope they do put that in there.
Well, you know what? That can go into the next. Y'all are good at this, bros, because that goes into the next topic, which is with the success of many single-player games. And I think this is your topic, right, Slip? So I'll put you in the driver's seat, good sir. With the success of many single-player Marvel games, such as Spider-Man and not Game of Thrones, Guardians of the Galaxy. The fuck, bro?
Shorthand, that's my fault.
Where would you see the future mobile games going? Would you rather it be more single player style, like your Wolverine that's coming out, like your Spider-Man 2 coming out, or would you rather have a multiplayer style game like Avengers, like Marvel's Heroes, Ultimate Heroes, and things like Ultimate Alliance and things like that? Those type of games. And since this is your topic, Slip, you are in the captain seat. Go ahead, good sir.
I would think when it comes to this, single player would probably be the way to go for a lot of people, mainly because they go in this IP, they come from Marvel, they come for the storytelling, and by far most of the single player games that have been attached to Marvel games have been really well when it comes to the story aspect of it. When we get a game that is multiplayer and has a really good story and continue that story, then maybe it'll be some type of competitor. But when it comes to the single player and having narrative driven, I think that the way should be, at least for now, just to grow the we already got a really big Marvel community, but we want to have a Marvel gaming community. I think that single player will probably be a better way to cultivate that community. That's just my personal opinion about that one.
Okay. Go ahead, Ruler. I'm gonna let you go next, bro.
I mean, first and foremost, I'd love to see them. I know this will never happen, but it's time to stop the mobile games. Let's get the fuck away from them, because all they are some of the junkiest, clankiest bullshit games in the industry. And I just read a fucking literally a dissertation on some guy's fucking issues with Strike Force. At the end of it, he's like, I'm still gonna continue to play Strike Force. Jesus Christ, you sound like an Avengers player over there. I mean, at the end of the day, man, whether they go single player or multiplayer, I think they got to invest in different types of games, right? So let's bring back Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's do it good, right? Let's get that Marvel MMO off the ground, right? Let's start investing in different genres of video games. So we're not looking at, do I want to play a third-person brawler online, or do I want to play the next single player fucking game that we've all played just with different coat of paint on it, right? Spider-Man 2 is going to be mid. There it is, right? At the end of the day, Marvel needs to start taking chances. Like we just said, Midnight Suns probably not going to be absolute, selling out of every single GameStop. But ideally, it does well enough that Marvel continues to take risks and invest in different types of games that people enjoy, right? I think that's what they need to do. Whether that comes in single player, multiplayer, whatever it is, just do it.
You trying to die today, bro? You just said
I'm
Spider-Man
ready,
2 is gonna be mid.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do
it.
I hope that was Haley, and I hope she just misspells your name like she did in and you never see her again.
Oh God.
They're mad. Yo, listen, they're mad because Spider-Man 2 is gonna be mid because Insomniacs is so inflated with an ego that you all give them. Crazy. I'm sorry. Mid. Absolute mid game.
I lost train of thought just now after that, bro. I personally would like to see more multiplayer games in the style of Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, Marvel's Omega Heroes, that style of game. I mean, I know the combat can't be as intricate as an Avengers, and I love the combat in Avengers, but I want to play something that makes me feel like a hero, and I want to go to those hero areas. I want to go to Wakanda and it feel like Wakanda. You know what I mean? The Wakanda that we fight in, it feels just like a regular jungle, to be honest with you. And I love it. It's a beautiful place. You know what I mean? But it does not give me, like, I don't feel like I'm in Wakanda. And that's like one of the, in the wastelands is the wastelands. It's just barren. You know what I mean? So like more locations, more heroes, more villains, and whatever you have to do to give me that, I'm willing. Like I will take the less graphics, the less, tight combat to fulfill the niche of wanting to feel like a superhero. Yep. Fuck it. Give me that old school. If y'all can remember that Fantastic Four game or the X-Men game or even the Thor movie game, I would love something like that. Just make it and make it multiplayer, because I think as content creators, being able to play with your fan base, being able to play with your subscribers, your Twitter followers, your Twitch followers, and things like that, that boosts your morale, it boosts their morale, and y'all all grow that way. Like, I don't see myself growing just playing Miles Morales or just playing Spider-Man 2, because it's just me. I'm not really dealing with anybody else. I think we grow so much is because we get to bring in the subscribers to run raids and OLTs with us, or if we're playing Destiny, to do strikes and things like that and help us through the campaign and shit like that. The subscribers and stuff and the people who support you, they love that kind of stuff, dude. So I think they need to feed both beasts. They need to make single player and they need to make multiplayer, and they just need to make them damn good.
I think what we saw with like all those Star Wars announcements is that Star Wars is trying to branch out into all these different genres, right? So like everyone will have their Star Wars game, right? Whether you want the FPS by Respawn, you want the strategy game by Respawn, you want the looter by Ubisoft, you want a lot of it comes down to is like Marvel just needs to say, okay, we want to kind of diversify our gaming content. How do we do that with the developers that are currently out there, right? Maybe don't give 3 games to Square Enix, right? Maybe instead take that 3rd game and give it to someone else, right? Like, go out there and find passionate developers who want to work with your IP. And then, whether it's Doom wanting an online game or someone wanting a single player game, right? Everyone eventually wins at that point, instead of like what it is now is like, Insomniac has like 3 Marvel games, potentially 4, right? Square Enix has 3 games, right? Because you're at the mercy of the publisher then kind of picking and choosing that release schedule to some degree. And at that point, if you're waiting for like that X-Men game, or you're waiting for that potential Marvel online game from Insomniac, you're off by 6-7 years at that point, versus like putting them across the industry, and potentially every 1.5 to 2 years there's another Marvel game coming out that you're able to play, right? And it's sort of what I've said to Stardust too, because when you're like, for Stardust, for example, for a long time he was like that Marvel content creator, right? That's what he branded himself as. I was like, dude, you're fucked. Like, you're 100% fucked, because you're at the mercy of like these big publishers that are just gonna fucking hold you back at that point. And you're not going to have enough content to cover unless you're playing Strike Force, Future Revolution, Contest of Champions. Unless you dip your toes into the multiplayer, like mobile scene, you're absolutely screwed, right? So, but I think it's just Marvel needs to kind of open it up and be like, who wants to take a shot at this? Let's do it,
Yeah, exactly. And then they also need to know, like, I guess give, like, just like you were saying, give people who, one, are passionate about it, but also have the history for it, because you want to make sure that you support it. It's able to be supported by the people who can make that, make that go well. Because
I mean, you don't want to give like a huge project to like a small developer, and then when it kind of blows up, you're like, oh, so I didn't know this was gonna happen. Like, of course you knew that was gonna happen, right?
Needs to do. You know what? Okay, Lucky Ray Gun, if you want a Superman game so bad, make sure that you come out right along with everybody else and show out for that Wonder Woman game, because that one's going to show the DC division that that's more like seeing more. You had the Batman fans that that came out for the Batman Arkham games. You see, we got Gotham Knights coming out. We got the Suicide Squad coming out. Wonder Woman game. What would do if that flops? They're going to look really hard at other things because that would be what I think a Superman game style would have. So if that one flops, they might not really want to put Superman in that same. Now, granted, he has a bigger fan base, but that's just how that thought the process might be.
But they're already so gun shy of Superman, though, right? Like, imagine having what's that Suicide Squad team that's working on the game? What's they called? What are they called again?
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. Yeah,
Oh,
like they
okay.
were. Yeah, like they prototyped a Superman game and then scrapped it. Like they were told to scrap it. Like they're already gun shy about a Superman game. Like it would. I mean, it feels like you got to take like a miracle to get a Superman game at this point. You know.
If you want a good Superman game, I'm gonna be honest with you. Go play DCUO. Build you a
Make
good
you one.
Superman, and I mean for real, you'll feel like Superman. I kid you not. They got all of the moves in there. You'll be strong as hell. Feel me? Like,
Listen, you can be better than Superman because you can have all his regular powers and you can also have some more. You can be my Kryptonian is a quantum character, so
yep, mine is.
whoop
Too.
your
That's
ass
kinda
and then
funny,
send you
bro.
back in time. What's up?
Real
Let's
quick,
go.
guys, we're gonna let our girl Spring talk one more time. Then we're gonna get into some movies and TV. Starting off with that Black Adam trailer. Fire, fire, fire. All right, let's Spring talk real quick.
Hey guys, it's Spring, and I've got a question. Do you want to rock with the best? Well, here's how. Hulk smash that join button and become a member of the squad. Members help propel the Doom Squad forward in this process of content creation, live streams, watch parties, community nights, and giveaways. If you're wondering, well, what do I get for helping out DSG? Here's the cool part. Channel members get access to the members-only section of the Doom Squad Gaming Discord, where you get access to playtime with all the members, early access with no ads to Doomkilla's builds, news, and first impression videos, priority replies during live streams, Excelsior Now podcasts, the weekly wrap-up, and all live reaction events. One of the coolest benefits to becoming a member is the members-only giveaways. Get access to Marvel's Avengers credits, DSG gear, PlayStation and Xbox gift cards, and more. Join the channel now and become a member of the squad. This is Perry, your Doom Squad Gaming brand ambassador, and as Doom would say, let the good times roll.
All right. Now we are about to get into some movies and TV. Black Adam, the trailer. I thought it was fire. It was pretty dope. If y'all want to check out what IGN has to say about that, or we can just check out the video from them real quick. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Give me 2.5 seconds to do so, guys. Boom, share screen. We'll go full right here. Go back to here. Hit that button. Yeah, I got to do a lot of button pressing, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, let's get into this real quick. This is DC's official World Needs Heroes trailer with Dwayne Johnson, Jason Momoa, and Ezra Miller. They're not playing right now. DC ain't playing right now, son. DC is not playing right now, son. Me personally, I'm gonna go first because I'm hype about this. That Black Adam looks so comic accurate. It's freaking scary, except for the Dr. Fate mask. I ain't like the Dr. Fate mask, but the Hawkman looks sick. Oh my gosh, that boy looks sick. Adam, the Atom Smasher, that dude looks crazy, bro. Black Adam looks good as always. I mean, it looks like it's about to shape up. The Flash, the Ezra Miller came through finally looking like Barry Allen, bro. You know what I mean? Like what? I mean, the Batman. I mean, it got Zoe Kravitz in it. What? You got what? If I can get a fake Zoe Kravitz in here real quick to say, hey, she's just here for me.
Quick, someone make that account right now.
Boy,
It's only a quick email. Do it.
Nah, that Flash don't look like shit. I'm sorry, Aquatones. You about to get mad for that, sir.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I'm not even playing with y'all today. Yeah, we're not doing this. Mr. High Ruler, your thoughts on the new and improved DCEU, good sir.
Yeah, so like I mean, like the quality of Aquaman was never in question. I actually enjoyed the first one, so like I figured the second one would just be as good. So like Batman, obviously like I'm super hyped for Batman. So like I'm not even worried about that movie. That movie's gonna absolutely blow minds. So like the two questions were obviously like Black Adam and the Flash, right? I actually thought Black Adam before the trailer was gonna be dog shit. Like I actually just thought it wasn't gonna be good at all. I wasn't excited for it. I just didn't think it was going to be good, considering how long it's taken just for that movie to get filmed. I was like, there's no way this movie comes out and does well, right? After that trailer, though, you're starting to convince me otherwise. I will say, like, I had a conversation about this the other night. I was saying, you know what? The Rock isn't the greatest actor, but he will 100% give you everything he has to whatever role you put him in, right? And to me, he may actually not come off the greatest in this, but he's going to fucking try, right? He's going to give you everything he has. And I think that says something, right? So I'm excited for it. Obviously Pierce Brosnan, being cast as Dr. Fate. I mean, that's a good casting. So I hope that it turns out as good as I'm hoping it does. But if it doesn't, I'll be like, yeah, it'll be all right, And then like the Flash quickly, that movie's gonna suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not an Ezra Miller Flash fan. I'm a Flash fan. I love the Flash. Like that's my favorite superhero from DC. But this movie actually looks interesting, dude. You've got old Bruce Wayne. You've got a young Bruce Wayne. You've got Supergirl. That's the actual daughter of Kal-El, you know what I mean? I mean, not Kal-El, but Kal-El, you know what I mean? So I think those aspects, once they get it all figured out, I think it's going to be fire. That's me personally, though. So, Slip, go ahead, bro. I see you looking at the effing comments, bro. You need to leave them.
Because I love you. I love you. But that Flash movie just going. I'm this close to not going to see it because, first of all, why in the hell? And the first solo movie this man gets, and again, we're going to fuck the timeline.
But see, that's what I think. I think that the timeline is already messed up. That's why there's two flashes in the movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's called Warner Brothers, baby. They mess everything
right
up.
Off the bat. First thing they talking about.
Think about it like this. But see, you got to think about it like this. No, he messed up the timeline in the Justice League Snyder Cut movie. Nobody's ever really paying attention to that. He reversed the timeline in that movie, dude. They were all dead, bro. Superman was done. You know what I mean? So look at him in them comments, bro.
I'm listening, though.
Bro, you in them comments, dog.
I'm agreeing with you, though.
But I'm saying is it's already messed up, so it makes sense to do that, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I know it makes sense, but again, right now is the conversation we're having is what's wrong with the
no, we're not having that conversation.
Yeah,
you having that conversation.
No, what I'm saying, this conversation right here is why, because this should have been his second movie. We should have already had something introducing him in there. The fact that the very first thing, quote unquote, the very first movie they were introducing him in is a movie where he screws the timeline, and then which I'm glad for all the cameos and glad for all the Michael Keatons, all of that. I hope it does well. I really do. But my expectations are very low about it because I am tired of them reverting back to reset button with the Flash.
Bro, y'all are going in right now.
Yo, can I give another take, Doom? Is it cool if I give another one?
Please do.
All right, listen. All you guys are gonna come back to me at the end of the year, and you know what you're gonna say? Hi, Ruler, you were right. Peacemaker was the best thing DC put out all year.
It is.
Nothing.
I'm calling it 100%. Now. I'm calling it now.
Everything else is gonna pale in comparison to what John Cena is doing over on Peacemaker. James Gunn should be given the keys to the kingdom over there, and my man should just run with it, because if you don't have James Gunn, that whole shit is not even worth it.
We still got one more episode left from there, and it has, I've always bagged on John Cena being an actor, but truthfully speaking, the way it's been in this season, and not even no spoilers, obviously, for people who haven't seen it yet. Peacemaker is dope. Like Peacemaker is one of those ones that it's like, man, the dynamic between the two was between Freddie Strom and John Cena is amazing, completely amazing. Yep. It's like for Vigilante to be like a character that not a lot of people knew about beforehand, and to be the shining star basically of that is James Gunn did an amazing job with that
Which
one. He's
that
going
was
to
like
be the best.
that was like halfway through too, right? Like they replaced the guy before like halfway
Yep.
through and then to like reshoot it. Like crazy how like that turned into like such a win for them, right? Because that could have blown up like very poor. Like that could have just made the whole show like so disjointed, and they pulled it off, man. Yeah, I mean, everything else, all the movies, all the TV shows, which I'm sure we're gonna get into, pale in comparison to Peacemaker. All right, best thing DC's put out, and I will stand on that statement just as much as I'll stand on the Spider-Man one. True.
I don't know if I want to agree with you now. That I want to retract the whole thing now. But okay. Oh, I understand. Pewter, I get that though. I can't wait to see Static Shock, but we ain't heard nothing about it at all. So I'm not even sure if we're gonna see it this year. So it still might ring true. These Peacemaker might be the best for 2022. Static Shock might be the best for 2023. But for right now, we don't have.
Y'all talking about the best for 2022 already, right? What about this man right here? What about him right there?
Ooh.
He's coming out. He's coming out. You know what I'm saying? So like,
as for DC, man, not Marvel.
He changed that real quick.
Come on.
Slip was like, hold on.
That's a whole.
Happened was
That's a whole.
We're playing a different sport right now, right? You know?
Oh wait, there's Static Shock is getting Static Shock is supposed to be getting a movie in the near future. I think directed by Michael B. Jordan. So I'm just waiting. And anybody who knows, if you've seen like Riggs and Dion, he does a pretty good job. That's a pretty good show. Like for it to be what it is, like a kid. It's a pretty good show. Like for it to be a Netflix thing, it's not top tier. There are some some plot holes obviously, but it's a decent show for Marvel. I mean Netflix obviously.
Oh, Netflix.
Okay. Yeah. Since we're talking TV shows, guys, we are definitely talking TV shows right now. I got a question for you who are on the panel and those who are in the chat. Is Superman and Lois S tier? 100%. I find myself watching this show in the parts when Superman isn't in it, like your Lois Lane parts, where you would normally want to fast forward it and get back to Superman. I find myself watching the Lois Lane parts and actually being interested in them. I'm watching the Lana Lane parts and I'm interested in them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's a drama, but at the same time, it's a damn good drama. So, Slip, you are an avid fan of comic shows in general, and I think you are a fan of Superman and Lois. Do you consider S tier, good sir?
I do, and okay, it's a high S tier, and the reason why is because what you're comparing it to in the continuity it is on the CW, and as much as people bash on these CW DC, I do like a lot of that stuff there. If you compare Superman Lois to any of the other CW DC shows, 100% A tier. I mean S tier, excuse me. I believe is S tier. If we can get more of that particular pacing from a lot of other, if we can get that particular like direction and things like that for other shows going forward, because they have announced a lot of them. And,
so is it just the balancing in that show, you think? Because like with the Flash is for season 1, season 2 was pretty good. Everything after that was pretty. It kind of fell off. You know what I mean? Yeah. Arrow got same thing. Season 1, season 2, season 3 was freaking S tier. Then it gets too drama-ish. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the balancing of the drama, I don't know if is it the acting, bro? I don't know what it is. But it's really, really freaking balanced, bro. Like you get your fair time with each side character, and their story isn't boring. It makes you like, what the hell? Like, okay, cool. Yeah. Even the teeny bopper parts, with Jonathan in what's the other one named Jordan? You know what I mean? Like, you're like, shit, this is good, bro. Like, what? You know what I mean? And you spend 15 minutes with Clark and Superman, and it's like the dopest 15 minutes you're gonna find, but that's literally what you're getting in that show. It's 15 minutes of Superman. Everything else is side characters with great story. So do you think it's the balancing, bro? I know Hyrule might not be too versed in this one, so I'm gonna go back to slip on that one.
Well, okay. The thing is, and all the aside from like Legend of Tomorrow, like I think Synchrotrap was saying, all of the first like couple of seasons are always like pretty good because they're trying to go closer to the material as possible. But when they start to like branch off, and the reason why a lot like the characters on Superman Lois feel so much like more intricate into the story versus everyone else is because those are actual characters. Those are characters from, you know, those actual comic book characters from there versus like people like Diggle and those who were kind of made up for the show and tied into the show.
Okay.
Iris is obviously a different. We gonna that's writing 100%. That is 100% writing. They terribly put that on there, but for the most part, most of those characters are like made up, or either made up or not necessarily in close proximity of those characters all the time. Like the Flash team, he doesn't really have that so much.
Like
you don't need a team, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like so I've seen a little bit of like the first season. I just haven't caught up, right? So no one come after me for this one. But I think what it says about the show itself is not just balance, but the quality of like your time with Superman, right? So like if you watch the show and you get your Superman time, that's good Superman time, right? Like so you're more agreeable with the other parts of the show, and then through that the show is able to kind of give you these characters that are well rounded, they're built out because you're okay with the Superman parts you get, right? So like if for example if I saw 15 minutes of Superman but it was garbage Superman, I don't give a fuck about the show because they're not even doing the character that I want to see well, right? But if I get 15 minutes of a good Superman, then I'm like, oh, okay, then I know that, you know, I could go through the rest of these parts of the show to get to that good part. And then through that, it's like, oh, like Jonathan's pretty cool, Jordan's pretty cool. Like all the rest of these characters I'm starting to give a fuck about because I'm sitting here and I'm taking this all in, right? Yeah. I think what they've done really well is it's the quality of like what they're doing, right? And like not even to talk about like the special effects, right? So for example, when you watch like the Flash has always had garbage special effects, right?
Right.
You know, where my man's looking plastic at some point, right? But like I saw something on YouTube where Superman's lifting a submarine out of the water. That looked like it was out of a movie, man. Like that's crazy, right? So like it's like the show is so far and above everything else that DC is hitting you with when it comes to the Arrowverse that it's like, holy shit! Like I feel like I should be invested in this on so many different levels that the show's actually getting you there. You know?
I hear you, dude. So so that's what it is. It's not only the good writing, but good acting in the way they're portraying these characters. Like you said, that good 15 minutes. If it looks good. And you feel like you're watching a Superman movie because you're right. That looked like it came out of Man of Steel. Like it was like almost the same scene from Man of Steel when he lifted the submarine up. You know what I mean? So like they did a really, really, really good job on that particular show. But then we move on to Naomi. I was trying to like it, bro. I was trying to like it, dog. I'm about to throw that whole show in the trash can. Like for real, I'm about to throw that whole freaking show in the trash.
I always try to give at least one season, but it's really hard. It's really hard with this one. But I just want to point out of context, Flash.
Bro, what?
For those who know.
Oh yes. Okay, I got you. The lightning fight, bro. We got stupid.
Oh my god.
They didn't do. Yes, they did. They're doing that.
No,
God, you're stupid, bro. You need Jesus is what you need, bro. Like go take a holy water bath right now, my dude. You wrong, bro.
It's Hyrule's fault. He said something about the CGI and the Flash, and that's the first thing I thought about. Was running around with goddamn speed force lightsabers. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, guys. Last topic on movies and TV. Netflix loses its Marvel contract. Where do the Defenders and who is that? The Punisher, Who else was over there on Netflix besides the Defenders? Just the Defenders and the Punisher, right?
Daredevil. Oh yeah,
He's a Defender, so yeah.
I
Where do
thought
they
you
go?
were trying-
Do they go to Disney Plus, and Disney Plus just pretty much makes them canon? Because we've seen already Kingpin and Daredevil. Well, Daredevil was in Spider-Man, and Kingpin was in the Hawkeye series. So do you think they just, like, forget you, Netflix? We don't really care about you. We got Disney Plus. Let's go. We're gonna just make them canon in our own thing. Because I need another Luke Cage. I need that in my life. But I'll let you go, Hyrule, because you didn't really talk too much on the last segment, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like they probably go to Hulu in the States and probably Disney Plus around the world, more than likely. I mean, technically they could go on Disney Plus. I mean, I don't know, because like my Disney Plus is merged with a bunch of other things because of the way like the content stuff works out. So Canada, at least it'll come to Disney Plus, but like I know there's like differing things between like Disney Plus and Hulu, and Disney has a stake in both of them. So like maybe there's kind of like some finagling they'll do between like both of those services, but at least like worldwide outside of the United States, probably Disney Plus. Yeah.
Slip, go ahead, bro.
I agree 100%. And I want to also point out, we will find out, that this is just like a pure speculation throwing out there. We will find out where it might be because of She-Hulk. If Jessica Jones shows up on She-Hulk, then I feel like they'll all be on Disney Plus, and they'll kind of like push those into canon that way.
Well, I know for a fact that Kristen Ritter, the lady who plays Jessica Jones, is still wanting to play Jessica Jones. See, the thing I don't know is if the actor that plays Luke Cage is still interested. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people weren't interested in Iron Fist coming back as his character. They just didn't really like Iron Fist as that actor as the character, which, to be honest with you, that dude is Iron Fist, bro. I hate that people don't like him because he is Iron Fist. The show sucked, but he was actually Iron Fist. You know what I mean?
Didn't he have like 2 weeks? Like, didn't he have 2 weeks from like the end of one project to the start of Iron Fist, and like he had to pick between like doing his like choreography and like learning his lines or some crazy stuff? Like, apparently, like my man was like totally kind of screwed out of scheduling there, which could be why. I mean, that I just read that on the internet. I mean, we all read things on the internet, so
right.
But you know.
So I know for a fact that obviously Charlie wanted to come back. Kristen said she wanted to come back. The chick that played Colleen turned down a spot in Shang-Chi because she wanted to come back to Colleen. So I feel like they'll probably pull that. We'll see. I want to. Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. It sucks, man, because that is Luke Cage. You know, I can't see. I didn't like it at first, and I don't know. I forgot what it was.
He's
but
too
like,
proper, is what it is. Because Luke Cage is a real street dude, and Mike Coulter is real proper. He speaks really eloquently, and that's literally the only difference that in the character. But he looks just like Luke Cage from the comics. You know what I mean? They did a real good job of picking him as an actor, but at the same time, he didn't really. To me, I want the show because I like Luke Cage and I liked him as Luke Cage, but he was that version of Luke Cage. He wasn't, to me, super comic accurate. But continue. I digress. And Slip just leaves. He's like, "Yeah, I'm."
Too busy having coffee. Another thing I want to bring up is because Secret War has the opportunity to make Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. canon. Not Secret War. What is the TV show? Is it Secret War? Not Secret Invasion. There you go.
Oh,
that's the one that has a chance to make, because Quake and a lot of those people were in that storyline. Now, I seen something a couple of weeks ago that I'm telling you right now, if it happens, and you're going to hear the screams and the yells and the throwing of tables if it happens. They're talking about if they bring somebody back from a TV show and certain things, it may be recasted. And if they recast Daisy Johnson, I will take all these Infinity Stones and I will reshape this universe.
Boy, you got issues. Kaden Sadat, the gamer, please report to your DM for the Birdman monologue. Go ahead, Hyrule.
I mean, I feel like Marvel is like pretty receptive to like fan castings or like bringing actors back as long as it like makes sense, right? Like I can't see Chloe Bennett it being too difficult or asking for too much money or doing all these things. Like I have to think like there's enough public pressure there that
Yeah.
Marvel would almost, it's not to the same degree that like John Krasinski or Emily Blunt, that kind of pressure, but like I think there's a dedicated fan base that Quake has, and I think a lot of that fan base is actually to do with Chloe Bennett, and I think
Yeah.
Marvel Studios respects that, and I would be very shocked for them to kind of be like, fuck you guys, and then recast for someone else, because you're putting Marvel in a bad spot, the brand, right? Which Kevin Feige tries to do his best to kind of make sure the brand is always in a good spotlight. And you're also putting that new actress in a bad spotlight too. Like imagine, like coming in and you're like, oh, I'm replacing like a fan favorite actress in a fan favorite role. Holy hell, like the pressure on that is huge,
Well, you know
Yeah.
what though, it is kind of messed up already. I don't think Agents of Shield can be necessarily canon because of the Mockingbird situation. What they did with Hawkeye, with Agent 19 being his wife. Agent 19 is Mockingbird, period. And from the comics, there was a Mockingbird on Agents of Shield. I don't know what her agent assignment number was, but she was literally Mockingbird. She had she was Bobby Morris. You know what I mean?
I mean, like they could do like the like Agents of Shield happens in like a other timeline, but like Chloe Bennett's the same character in both timelines. Then you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they could blend
Because
it that way.
they have said that somebody that even though like they haven't came out and said anything canon and whatnot, but they have said that some of these are kind of like variants. So like
Yeah.
we can see that maybe with all of it, especially when all of this stuff is like colliding right now, we're technically in the multiverse, so we can see where like Agents of Shield might happen to be canon in a roundabout way, because didn't they? Well, it's like 10 years old at this point. Come on now. At the end of it all, they were in different points in time,
right?
So I do feel like it's possible. It's definitely possible, even if she is still casted as a person. Or most of them still casted as a person, but it's just we know them because we've watched it, but it's not necessarily.
I get what you're
just
saying,
variants,
bro. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just like what's his name? The Quicksilver in WandaVision isn't Quicksilver, even though you know what I mean. He played Quicksilver in X. Yeah, I get it. Variants and yada yada. All right, guys, it is time for the one and only Mr. Sadat the Gamer to come on with a little bit of Birdman monologue. And after that, we will be doing call-in. So if you are on the call-in list, let me know and we will get you some invites in. Right now, let's get right to the man himself, Mr. Sadat the Gamer.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy DoomkillaHD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Put your hands together and rub slow.
To the Birdman, hands the Birdman, hands.
It's about to go down, act like you know.
To the Birdman, hands the Birdman, hands.
You know the motto, let the good times roll.
To the Birdman, hands the Birdman, hands.
Put your hands together and rub slow.
To the Birdman, hands the Birdman, hands.
Hello, salutations. What it do? It's Dr. Gamer, all father, the do-rag gang, know the vibes like a scribe. Let's get it. And this week, this one is for the community at large. I know it's been about, 43 days and counting of 2022. Still no roadmap. No idea when the next content drop is going to come out. I get it. People are frustrated. It's been a struggle to be a fan of Marvel's Avengers this year plus, going on nearly 2 years. We get it. It's frustrating, but that is no excuse for the way y'all be acting. Stop being weirdos, please. It's embarrassing enough being a fan of arguably the worst live service game in the world right now. It makes it even worse to be associated with some absolute creep that we see in this community, bro. You got over here, you got people coming up with all sorts of ridiculous conspiracy theories every week. Crystal Dynamics is secretly hiding replies, even though you can literally see all of the replies of people hating on the game. It's been like that for 2 years. Crystal Dynamics is secretly planning to drain our blood and sell us as NFTs. Like, come on, bro, chill. There are enough problems with the game without y'all just making dumb shit up, bro. I assure you, you can literally just stick to the basics. The game buggy, communication sucks, and you'll be fine. Just stick to that. And in particular, I got to look at the shills. You guys are literally the worst parts of every community, not just Marvel's Avengers. You guys actively make gaming as a whole worse, which is hilarious because you guys honestly believe in your hearts that you're doing the right thing. I understand there are clout chasers out there that are just doing it, whether they're trying to get a job or they're trying to, get their content creator trying to get that t-shirt or some access. I get it. But all you other weirdos who have literally nothing to gain out of this, have some self-respect, for the love of God. I literally have people out here accusing me of manipulating the game itself to make it unplayable just so I can make a video of it. Now, there is no way that your love of a freaking video game should drive you to that level of insanity. Take a step back, touch some grass, recognize that this is a multi-million-dollar company. This is a video game. It's not that deep. Stop being weirdos. If a content creator wants to get a free skin, let them. if people want to criticize the game that you love, let them. It's not a big deal. It's not your family member. It is a product. It's not going to fuck you. It's not going to love you back. Get over it. Thank you.
Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the
Hey guys, it's spring. Sit back and relax, you are now rocking with the best. So why don't you look your best by rocking your very own Fire Trash t-shirt. Where to get it, you might ask? Go to financialfelons.com and use code DOOM for 15% off. Support your favorite team and look fly doing it. Take a picture in your shirt and send it to us at DoomSquad_DSG on Twitter and we will be sure to shout you out. I'll be looking forward to seeing your swag. Don't forget, use code DOOM at checkout for your 15% off. See you soon and let the good times roll.
Fire or trash, the only thing you can answer to the questions I ask. Fire or trash.
Bruh, I can't with you, dude. I really cannot.
Yo. Real quick. Imagine you're sitting there and you're looking through the Avengers replies. You're like, fuck, they keep muting people. And you go to a tweet and motherfucking Godslave is fucking in the replies still, not hidden. The people that were getting muted are like one follower dudes, but you're not muting Godslave, dude. The amount of the amount of mental jumps you have to make this make sense is crazy, man. Like, if anybody, you'd want to mute Godslave, you don't want to mute someone with one follower. Like, what the fuck? Jesus.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Shock Blast. Welcome to the show, Sadat the Gamer, the Birdman. How y'all guys doing tonight?
I'm alive.
Oh Lord.
You okay? You okay, Jay?
No, bro. So let me tell you why I invited Jay on the show, guys. I've been wanting to talk about Twitter trolls for a good hot minute, man. A good hot minute. And Jay yesterday has had it. He had it, bro. He was like, you know what? Doom, I'm sorry that you got to see this, but I'm going in, bro. And I enjoyed it, to be honest with you, because that troll got what he deserved. You know what I mean? He literally is just antagonizing any and everybody for no reason, bro. And Jay was like, you know what, bro? I'm about to put my nuts on your forehead and you about to sit there and take it. So, Jay, go ahead and explain yourself, my good sir.
I mean, listen, I didn't expect it to turn into that. And I'm trying very hard to not let those things happen. That's my New Year's resolution. I don't want another Cosmic Kinders situation. And yesterday I had it. Sorry, Cosmic. I know you're trying to make good. I appreciate that. Some positivity from me towards you. But it happened, and it's definitely one of the all-time terrible Twitter interactions I've ever had. But this dude yesterday, like, I honestly thought it was a burner for a little while, and then like I finally got to the point I'm like, who is this? I'm gonna do some detective work. And it turns out he's just some sad little man that pours concrete and thinks he's important and bitches at everybody in the Marvel's Avengers community. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you're on the shill side or the hater side, he just bitches at all of them. So
Every single one
I
of them.
just don't understand that mentality. And like the dude like was going after me first. He was like basically reciting my life story and then pretending that he doesn't know who I am. He literally had to look me up.
Damn.
It was the most confusing interaction I've ever had. But like, I just don't understand people, man. Like I get that people are disappointed in the game and they want to play it more and everything, but live service never meant turn it into your life. I mean, and I feel like people look at it that way, and like people come to my channel sometimes, and like there's this one person, he goes to some of your channels too, and he'll like just change his name to somebody else that's in your chat and like just talk all this nonsense, and then like, oh, Jay Shockblast can't take criticism of the game, he'll just mute you. No, I hate you personally. Okay, and I don't need to deal with your bullshit, so you can go bye-bye. I don't care. Like we've done this all right. What new hot take is there to say about Marvel's Avengers that hasn't been said? What are we at, 537 days? I don't know, something like that. Like what possibly could you say that's different at this point? And like people that live in the replies, like, oh my god, like get a life, seriously. And yes, that means my like number one Fortnite teammate Avengers hater. Oh my god, big. Like, thank God I turned off retweets, but it doesn't turn off quote tweets. So anyway, I don't really know where you wanted me to go with this. It's my kind of like
want to do the speak your mind, bro. Just want to do the speak your mind, because a lot of people understand you as the the big fluffy papa of the of the community. And
I honestly don't know. It varies day to day. Sadat and I had a conversation the other day, and like I said something to him, and I think it resonated. Too many people live their lives tweet to tweet. All right, like I don't know what I am on most days to most of these people. I can tweet something and it's like, Phil, oh, you're just a hater. Yeah, me? You know who I am?
Yeah. That's literally my life. Yeah, I literally
so
would call this
weird.
shit.
I don't get it. Like it's like Sadat was just saying, it's not that serious. Like we all want more content to do, but like why can't people just put the game down and go play something else for a little while? Because it's a live service game, you have to like play it every day. I mean, I understand the want, and I understand everybody wanting to play it more, and I want to play it more too, but I don't. I play it on stream once a week if I'm lucky, and that's it. Like I just go play other stuff, and even if it means like it would be more successful for me to keep streaming Avengers every day, but I can't do it. And I didn't need to make any announcement videos of that either. I just did other things,
Same.
And that's how I've always operated. Like Assassin's Creed, all right? It's technically a live service game. They put out new skins all the time. And I just come back when there's a new update or a new DLC or whatever it may be, a new expansion. Like, why is it so hard to do that? Like, where's the disconnect? All right, High Roller.
Sure,
I think honestly, like people make the claim that like this game wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't a Marvel game. Neither would any of you, right? Like the obsession with the game stems from the brand and the IP itself, right? That's why people are so emotionally invested in this game rather than playing other games. It's because it's Captain America, it's Thor, it's all this, right? And like the IP itself makes people go fucking crazy, absolutely crazy. And I think until people disconnect themselves from whatever the IP or the brand means to them, they won't be able to disconnect themselves from the game. And I think that's kind of the reality of what it is.
Dude, I want to talk about skins. I would
love to talk about skins.
What else? There's nothing more important than skins.
The fact that people gave him shit for that, I don't understand. He said he got it for free. What does it matter? Like, he saved $14. Who cares? Like he
that was
disclosed it.
controversy. That was a controversy all in itself. That I saved myself $14. You know.
Yeah, I was like, I had to do a segment just on my stream just to tell people to touch grass because that was so dumb.
Dude,
Listen,
if they choose me for hopefully a Thor skin or whatever they want to, all right, if they choose to give me something like that, like I'm actually kind of sad that I'm going to be out of a $14 tax write-off, to be like, I don't care about getting it for free, but like, I don't know, I thought it was a pretty awesome opportunity for High Ruler. He's a huge Captain America guy and he got to play it before everybody else. Who says no to that? And why wouldn't you be anything but happy for him? Like, seriously.
I was definitely happy for High Ruler. And like I said on my stream, personally, if they had approached me with that offer, I would have been like, nah, I'm good unless you got something related to the content that's coming up that I can share with the community as part of this promotion. Otherwise, I have no interest in doing this. But I have no problem with any other content creator that just wants to say, hey, I'm streaming this anyway. I'll take a free skin. Me personally, I would want something connected to it.
And like that's
let me talk real quick. Real quick. Let me just interject real quick. So the same day you got your skin, but it was actually before the skin. It was just, you know, they had announced it and whatnot. And I'm looking at the skin and it's like, I like the skin. It's fire, but I'm not buying it. Right. I had a Twitter troll come to my tweet, bro, to tell me I need to not say this because it entices people to not buy the tweet. I'm like, bro, you can't come to my Twitter, my account, my tweet, and you don't follow me for one. You don't say hello, how you doing, what's good with it, Doom, to tell me to not tweet some shit, bro. Like, wait, what? And then right after that, I'm like, okay, I saw that you had to make a statement, and that pissed me all the way off, bro. Like, I was so mad that you felt like you had to make a statement about getting something for free. I'm gonna tell you like this: I would not have bought that damn skin, but let CD would have gave me that skin, boy, I'd have been on that damn stream with the whole Doom squad, with a round table on that bitch, talking about let's go. I got me a new Captain America skin because they gave it to me. It was free. I'm a fucking content creator. I make content. I stream. I'm gonna stream Avengers regardless. So if you're gonna give me something for free, you're damn right. I'm about to, man. Y'all better stop right now, bro. So if you had anything to say to this man about getting a free skin that he plays the game every damn day and streams it at least 3 times a week, and he was gonna buy the skin anyway. Bruh, on the real,
he's freaking Canadian too. Like,
bro,
if you mad about him getting it, you should have bought it.
So that's like $50 US.
Honestly, they saved me like almost half my paycheck right now. You know,
we'd have had a whole round table around that skin. Man,
so real quick, man, like all of last year, like I'll be completely honest with you, like it's taken like literally so long, but like for anyone who was like a part of like the original Assemble podcast stuff when Stardust and I would shoot the shit, a lot of what we talked about was like community engagement apart from just kind of like using the Illuminati as like news outlets, right? Like, is this ideally like a first step? We don't know, but like I think when I was talking about this with some people, it was like, dude, if I like went on them about community engagement for so long and then I said no to this opportunity, I look like the biggest fucking jackass out there, right? Like I gotta walk the walk if I'm gonna talk the talk, right? So like I knew when I fucking took that, when they messaged me, we're like, yo, you want to take that skin? You just gotta play the game, bro. I was like, fuck, you guys are. Yes, but like I'm gonna get fucking hate for this, right? So like I'm in like these weird middle position of like I'm gonna piss somebody off somewhere along the line. I honestly didn't expect like the amount of shit I got, to be honest with you. It was like, you're a sellout, you're this and that. Like I was like, holy
$14 skin. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They act like this man sold his soul or something.
Because somebody literally told him that he sold his soul for it. I'm like, what? Synchro, I'm sorry, dude. You're sitting down there. Welcome to the stream, my good guy.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
I have a quick question for you, High Ruler, on that. Do you think people just thought you were getting paid? Like,
yeah, like so, like I think so. Which is why, like, I had to tell people, like, literally, they just gave me the skin. Like, I wasn't paid. I had no strings attached. It was literally, we want to give you the skin. You just have to play the game, whether that's a video or a stream, whatever it is. Just play the game. No, you don't. You can say whatever the fuck you want, essentially. Okay, that's what I do anyways, right? Like, and in that stream, I was like, yo, you don't have to buy this skin. Don't even bother, right? I'm just here. I'm playing it. They gave me it. You don't want to fucking pay the money? Cool, go for it. Like, you don't have to pay shit, man. It ain't gonna fucking affect my relationship with them. They just wanted me to do it, you know? Like Jesus.
Listen. I have not played this game in about 2 months. If I went in my Twitter DMs and seen an official account say, hey, we'll give you this amount of money or this amount of skins for this to play, I would boot that shit up and just do it.
Yo,
I will legitimately talk about my discussions like as per usual. You can't get mad at someone for trying to get some money for what they're doing. If that is their particular job, everybody is content creator. If that is the particular job they're doing, you can't be mad at somebody for giving them something that you necessarily didn't. Now, of course, we're not no one saying, oh yeah, hey, you need to be donating all the time or whatever, but you can't get mad at a company giving someone, a content creator who makes content for the game, some type of something, and then mad at them for doing it.
Most of us got the game for free. I didn't mean to cut you off. No. Like a lot of us got the game for free when it came out anyway.
Wait, you guys got this for free?
No, I didn't.
Are you kidding or?
No, real. You really did get it for free. I paid $69 for this game, Jay.
I don't think if you look behind Jay Shockblast, I think there's probably about like 400 games there he's never paid for. You know, he gets everything for free.
Whoa.
They said most of us got the game for free. I'm like, no, I mean, game.
I know for sure a lot of the content creators, at least that were the ones there at the start, definitely got it for free. Yeah. I did buy the collector's edition, but I did also get a copy for free. But like there was a ton of content creators that are still making content for the game that got the game from Square Enix. Like no two ways around it.
I didn't start content creation until later.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying you, Sadat.
I think the thing is
Shildot.
It's Sadat the Shill. That's the name. Sadat the Shill.
Sadat the Shill.
I think like the thing too is that like the reaction that I got justified people saying no to these opportunities, right? Like ideally, and you know, maybe Jay can speak to this more because he has a history in this, but like content creators are supposed to be symbiotic between like the developers, publishers, and the community on one side, right? Like ideally, you know, content creators are always going to somehow find themselves in the middle of the bullshit, but like the more content creators you have putting out quality content, you kind of working within the community as well as, you know, working on developer side, that actually is good, right? When I got whatever I got this week, I had content creators like hit me in the DMs like, bro, like based on what you received, I'm glad I said no. I'm glad I didn't take this opportunity, which is not good because like one, you want all these content creators working with the company, working with the community and being a part of like the whole ecosystem. And when you get reactions that you get, it just doesn't work out well, right? Because like I hate to say it. I'm gonna say it. Every content creator has a voice that's heard, right? Whether you're in the Illuminati and you're giving it to them, like I'm sure many of us have heard over the past few weeks, or you're someone like Sadat. They watch Sadat, man. They hear what Sadat is saying, right? Like at the end of the day, support the people who are fighting the battles that these guys, unfortunately, as a collective, there's too many individual voices for them to listen to. So like these voices get kind of siphoned into these content creators who are then able to push like a collective message, right? Like at the end of the day, like if you treat people like shit, you know, it just ends up not doing well for anybody.
Hi, Roller. I need this. This needs to be said. I said this on the morning show. You're too nice. I told him straight up, if you didn't have to, you not only did you make a statement, you made like three posts explaining yourself. Literally all you had to say was, if you have a problem with me getting this in for free, you can eat a bag of dicks. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yo, listen. I will say when the Winter Soldier skin comes around, you bet your fucking ass I'm gonna take that shit. Just saying.
Appreciate it. Real quick. I got a question for the chat. Fire or trash in the chat. Fire if you would take a free skin from Crystal Dynamics, no matter what skin it is, just a free skin. Trash if you wouldn't. Do that for me. Just put that in the chat for me.
Actually, please don't put a trash can. Put a cap.
True.
That'll work.
Yeah, Avengers Halo. You better put fire in there too, Avengers Halo.
Fire. Look, fire. Everybody would take the damn free skin. So why are they hating on this man? Welcome to the stream, Hoarder Game. I apologize.
I'm putting a trash can for the record.
Yeah, let me give you a cap.
So you didn't get your free Iron Man skin from the shipments that we did the raid with? Oh, you did, didn't you?
Who, me?
Sadat.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What do you mean free ship?
Your free shipment Iron Man skin. You didn't take that?
You mean the cheating that I did? Yes.
Avengers here to stop your damn line.
I cannot, dude.
I have a lot of experience with this, and it's funny to me to deal with the pushback that people in this community give to content creators. Like, I know we all make the shill jokes, but like at the same time, what exactly do they think someone like me or High Ruler has to gain, like out of like, or anybody that is positive about the game? Like, what do people really think that I have to gain?
Money.
Like speaking positively about Crystal Diamond. What is it?
Money. I've seen it. People literally think you and people like you are on Crystal Dynamics salary. Like you,
I made
zero on salary. I've seen it in the Reddit.
The only thing that I've ever gotten is they gave us the first Captain America, the first MCU's Captain America skin they put out. They gave it to a bunch of us, and that was the thing they were testing. And that's the only thing other than like the launch version of the game after I had already bought it.
Some people quite literally think that the content creators for this game are on Crystal Dynamics' payroll.
You do realize that by law, if I make money off of Crystal Dynamics, I have to disclose it, which is why in the Midnight Suns videos that I've posted, I state that I am sponsored by Midnight Suns because I have made money off of Midnight Suns. They pay me. They gave me money to make content. That's a relationship we have. And guess what? You should want that for all of us.
Yes.
All right? Because as long as we're disclosing that we have gained something from them for this, we've done our job, and you know what, like that we're all told that we can be honest. Like literally, I'm giving you how I feel. I'm sorry that it's not how you feel, but like you act like I never criticized the game, that I haven't raged at the game. Like,
yeah, but have you criticized the game every second of every day?
No, I'm not.
Well, there you go.
Let me blast, bro. That's what it is.
But it's funny to me because like I never get accused of being a shill for Mortal Kombat, and they flew me to California and Chicago twice. Okay, I've never been accused of being a shill for Lego. They've flown me to LA. They've flown me to New York City multiple times. Like I just don't get it.
I noticed this whole shill hater thing only happens in communities of games that are failing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's
well. Let me just say really quickly. For anyone who is looking to pay me, I work 12 hours this week. So, for anyone who wants to, kind of bump that up, I will literally say that your game is the greatest thing to ever grace our planet. Just saying. That goes for Marvel's Avengers. I've done that stream title before. The greatest game ever.
Yes, indeed.
Lost Ark, you better take this opportunity.
We're here.
Let me just say,
here. Let's go.
Amazon did such a great job yesterday, guys. Honestly, they were perfect. I've never experienced such a seamless launch before. Unbelievable. 10 hours felt like 10 minutes, man. It was great. Just make sure.
But you know what? At least they told you what was happening. At least they told you what was happening.
True.
That's true.
Jeff Bezos, salt of the earth. Greatest person
what a
ever.
guy. What a guy.
On the topic of shilling, Marvel's Midnight Suns is coming very soon, and I think you should all consider it. There you go. My shilling is
Where's
done.
J-Shock Blast? So we removed J-Shock Blast.
Hey,
so
did I?
I'm
I'm definitely jealous right now.
I know. I told Jay yesterday in his DMs. I'm like, bro, I don't normally get jealous. He's showing me his freaking ghost from Destiny, bro. He's like, yeah, dude.
Because everybody's like,
it talks to you. I'm just sitting there like,
because I've got Shill the gamer in my channel, like in my chat, like trying to tell me I'm copying him. He is an influencer though, because I did see he was going to play. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's going to start playing it too. Maybe I should go back to it for the first time in a year.
That's right.
Yeah. And I end up in the stream getting jealous as hell, Jay. Like, golly, bro. He had the coin. The coin was all cool and stuff. He's like, bro, check this out, Doom. I've got these 3 freaking statues, bro. I'm like,
it's 5. 3 warlocks, a hunter, and a titan.
Damn.
Oh, I thought he kicked me off. I just saw it go to 6, and I'm like, oh, I'm gone again.
Personally, Midnight Suns isn't my sort of game. But if 2K wants me to make a next maker, I can consider it adding it to the rotation.
This man here, bro.
Listen, Midnight Suns is not going to be for everybody, okay? And that's okay. I think a lot of people expect it's a Marvel game, so I should be able to play it. You should make it exactly the way I want it to be. This looks cool. Why can't I play it the way I want to play it? I love the fact that they're doing something a little bit different. I don't know if I'm going to love it, and I don't have to say that I love it if I don't. But, like, I'm definitely going to play it because it's Marvel. I'm not, like, a big card guy per se, but, I don't know, like some of the stuff that I've heard is really cool, and I'm really excited to try some characters that don't really get a chance. You know, like I think it's cool that Nico is in the game. I think it's cool that Robbie Reyes is in the game. Like these are characters that don't get utilized in these scenarios very much. Really hope Moon Knight's one of the characters. That'd be really dope. But anyway.
Absolutely.
Sorry, OK phrased this
sponsored
so
by Midnight
perfectly.
Suns.
She praised it so it's gonna be for me, and that's all it needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
it's for the Marvel fans and XCOM fans.
That's fire.
Exactly.
Quick question to the entire panel up here right now: what is your personal opinions on people's opinions? Because today it seems like opinions are becoming fact, and it's just a freaking opinion, man. I mean, everybody has one. They're like assholes. Wipe your ass with it and throw it in the, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start off with Mr. High Ruler, and we'll just go down the panel. What's going on with opinions these days, my guy?
You know what it is, man? I think a lot of it comes down to is people just want to be right. I think there's a big fear of being wrong nowadays. I think, do we want to get like super serious with this, or do you want me to like stay like top layer?
Man, do what you do and do it well. You know how
I think we as a society have done a really horrible job at letting being wrong be a teachable moment. Whereas like you're now shunned and shamed for being wrong. Whereas actually being wrong should be a good thing, right? Because you're able to learn and grow from these experiences. But instead, it's like I have to be right because if I'm wrong, I'm fucked. And I think that's where we're at right now, right? So, for example, if I say something and one of you guys goes, wait, High Ruler, that's actually wrong, here's why, and you lay it all out there, it's like, oh, that's great because I'm actually learning from that experiences. Instead, it's like, no, I got to double down, and then I got to triple down, quadruple down. I can't fucking give you an inch at all. And I think that's where we're at right now. Whereas like any one of our experiences, whether it's with each other or on Twitter or wherever, it's like everyone has to be entrenched in your own way because my God, if you give an inch, you're going to feel like some sort of shame. And I think we've done a really terrible job as society and kind of changing that way of the way we think.
Say that, dude. Slipshock TV.
I guess to piggyback that, you need to also be able to, and that's just personal, like everybody should be okay with being wrong. Like you can have your opinion, and as long as you can deliver it respectfully and make sure that you are not intentionally try to disrespect anyone, because it is, again, intent is not always equal to impact. You can try your best to be as respectful as possible. If someone takes that offense, as long as you do your end of it, it's cool. But if you're going out of there to intentionally like troll people, intentionally try to hurt people with your opinions, your opinion, you can keep that shit. Just keep it. Just keep it.
Say that, dear little brother. Hoarded gamer. Opinions on opinions, bros.
So basically, I used to think that no one could have a wrong opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. but the pandemic and social media have taught me differently. As someone said, basically opinions have become facts, and these opinions by these powerful people in social media can be dangerous, and they can affect people, and they can cause sickness, and in some cases even death. There are people with the wrong opinions. It does happen. And then those are the people that will fight tooth and nail and cause issues for other people. So like you have to come to a point where you're like, that makes sense, and this is complete absurdity, and we're not talking about like what's your favorite Star Wars movie. We're talking about like serious things in this case, but like, yeah, I mean,
we're talking about it all, bro. Like,
yeah,
you're hitting it on the head. I hear you. No, definitely. Sadat, twin. Go ahead, just do your thing, bro.
So I think there are a lot of problems at work here, and that I think everybody has touched on different aspects of it. But you have it's a problem from different areas. You have social media itself, which was specifically designed to addict people to this dopamine hit of validation. You got particularly Twitter. It's designed intentionally to encourage dialogue that has no nuance at all. It's short, instant. Anybody can have access to what you have to say anytime. And if you're a person, on average, that can lead to disaster because the average person does not have anything interesting to say. They don't have anything relevant to add. Most people's thoughts they can usually keep themselves. And before social media, they kind of did because you had no alternative. But now you can broadcast your opinion everywhere. And to make matters worse, the worse your opinion is, or the more toxic it is, the more likes and retweets you can get, and then you're just chasing that dopamine hit. Like, I could compliment this person, or I could say, I disagree, kind sir. But I respect your opinion. Or you could say, eat a bag of dicks and get 300 retweets. So you're gonna obviously
ratio.
So you're always going to choose the dopamine hit. The other issue is, I think, a problem society wide of education. You have a lot of people who were raised to not be taught to think for themselves. You have people who weren't told no enough, or they weren't told that no, your idea is dumb, and instead they're taught that all ideas and opinions are valid. You're special in all your unique way. It's everything's great and rainbows, and it's not. Some people say really stupid things. We're humans. We're flawed. No one's perfect. We have our problems. We have issues. The point is to be able to grow and learn and become better people. And unfortunately, in the current society, none of that is encouraged. So you have all that combined into the absolute shit show, which is the current state of social media.
Man, Mr. Synchro Champ, you care to piggyback on this?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna call somebody out. I was having a conversation in my comment section the other day. This is totally pleasant conversation, pleasant call out. With someone named Robert Huff. We just had a conversation about playing video games.
I know that asshole.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been around. But we were having a totally pleasant conversation about like how long you should play a video game for. We disagreed. It was a respectful conversation, and we walked away with our opinions intact. Right, like that's cool. I love doing that with people on the internet. But then people on the internet like to just like, be idiots. There's a lot of idiots on the internet. Yeah, I would like to avoid those conversations. Yes. So like, keep your opinion to yourself if it's stupid, maybe. But like, if you want to have a real conversation with somebody, that's chill. I'm cool with that.
Go ahead, Jay.
How did we find a nicer Canadian than High Ruler?
Oh, Synchro Champ, bro. Like
we're literally bred to be this way. This is how this works.
Sorry. Anyway, social media is like the internet in general is like the best and worst thing to ever happen to society. Like on one hand, it brings us so close together. I mean, this panel itself is proof of that. Like here we all are, like 7 people that have no business knowing each other, And I consider you guys like really good friends. I really love the fact that I've gotten to know you all. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that it's like so cool that we have that. On the reverse side, it's full of people that, you know, don't know how to handle like these types of interactions. And, you know, like it's everything's a show. And it's, I don't know, man. Like, if I didn't, I used to Twitter just to like bitch about sports and like follow sports stuff, you know? And now I wish that I could go back to that, but obviously, you know, you feel like you have to be here to like, you know, promote yourself and show what you have going on and stuff like that. And you know, like be accessible. And
that's a definite tool for us creators. So
yeah, so it's like a hard balance. And like I am trying the last exchange aside where I was accused of dude, I'm a little, I got salty when he told me I had a silver spoon in my mouth.
You did.
Like that's kind of where I lost a little bit.
Went that far? Wow.
Like I'm like, dude, like you don't know me
at all.
But like that's like literally, I think, the epitome of what we're talking about. Like this guy literally admitted that he was just gonna keep going because he had to have the last word. And like I don't think you realize that I was very intentionally just not letting him have that.
Like I knew what you were doing, bro. I was cracking up. Like I'm like, dude, Jay is literally one of the nicest people in all of the communities that he's not just an Avengers community guy. He's a Lego guy. He's, you know, Star Wars guy. He's a Destiny guy. You know what I mean? Jay is everywhere. He's literally the best of us. You know what I mean? So for
don't
you
put that on me.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of pressure.
I'm sorry. You got to take your chance. You got to take your
Synchro
charge.
Champ
bro.
is right
sorry,
here,
bro.
man.
But I'm saying
I'll
this is
give
what
that
a lot
spot
of
up.
us, a lot of us in the community look. You know, you are what we want to become. You know what I mean? That kind of a person. So for this asshole to literally just be dragging it out for no reason and to literally get you upset. That's what kind of pissed me off. I was like, dude, I had to block him, bro, because he was. I knew what he was trying to do. He was trying to get under your skin. Whether you were letting him or not, he wasn't going to stop until he felt that he got under your skin, bro.
Yeah.
And
the only part that ever got me even for a second was the silver spoon comment, because like, man, I had to fight for everything I ever got. You know, like it's easy to look at where I am now and say, oh, you have a following, you have like all this stuff, you get stuff and all that, but like I worked hard to get here, man. Like I put in the time, I put in the work, and like I don't know, man. I just don't like. There's a lot of that like lately, and I just don't get it. Like, you know, High Ruler worked really, really hard to put himself in a position where he got to be one of the first people to show off something new in the game, like before they even did it. Really, I mean, all right, not basically before they even did it. All right,
as far as in game is concerned, he did
exactly. So, you know, and like. Why wouldn't anybody that follows him be anything but supportive of that? Like, why wouldn't you want like someone like Lejeune, who was dealing with it yesterday? Like, why would you give him shit like because he's a content creator? Like, it's obvious jealousy. Like everybody wants to do this and they don't know how, and they can't put in the time and the effort, and it's not easy. Okay,
it's not, dude.
I can't tell you like this guy is like insinuating that I've never worked a day in my life. Dude, I have worked every day of my life, okay? And just because like the last few years I've gotten to do this full time doesn't mean it wasn't with a lot of sacrifice and a lot of hard work. And I worked at Bose, and I would go to work from I had 4-day weeks, so I'd work 10 hours a day. All right. And I would come home and I would get right on the grind and start making videos and pumping them out. And before that, I've worked in a pharmacy. I've worked as a leasing agent at an apartment complex. I've sold DirecTV. I once sold DirecTV to run our test. That was interesting.
Meta World Peace.
He was not Meta World Peace yet. And I'm not going to say anything else. It was an interesting experience. But I mean, like, I've done a lot of things. And when I was doing that, I was also working hard, whether it be as a concert photographer, which is something I used to do before I got into gaming.
Mhm.
I would like work all day and then literally go to my car and drive an hour or two to a concert so I could shoot photos of a band. A lot of times a band in front of like, 200 people max, just because I wanted to try and like do stuff for myself, and like that's what I got into gaming for, like what I started doing YouTube for, not because I wanted to be famous or make a lot of money, just because I enjoyed doing it. And then I got opportunity because I was able to do it well, I think. So like I just don't understand why like everybody wants to be like fans and act like they're supportive of us, but they can't be happy for us when we get something good. Like I would think it really bothered me like seeing High Ruler go through that, because like it's such a simple little thing that happens in all walks of content creation. Okay. Like it happens every single day. And
it's a way for that company to promote their product. It's all it is. It's a promotion of their product. So if you've got a hot guy that plays freaking Captain America all the time, and you giving him a hot skin to play, he was gonna buy the skin anyway. That's what pisses me off. The dude's gonna buy the skin anyway. You know what I mean? And play it on stream. So he got it for free and played it on freaking stream. Like this, I'm getting pissed. Let me stop. Go ahead, Jay. I'm getting
no. I mean,
really
I
pissed
feel like I
bro.
kind of took over. I don't know if anybody else.
No,
wants
you
to
good,
interject
dog.
anything.
It's just making me mad, bro.
I've been doing this for a long time, man, and I honestly, I've been involved with a lot of games. Marvel's Avengers in the community has been like some of the absolute best experiences I've had, but also probably all of my top 10 worst experiences. Like
crazy.
All of them.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me. Like you can't. And it's funny because like I don't ever really want to like necessarily defend them, and I'm not always necessarily defending them, but the people that give them crap and the people that like won't leave them alone and the people that like are just the worst of the worst are so bad that I would rather actually just make fun of them until no end than I would like sit here and like and then people don't even see the stuff that like the conversations that High Ruler and I and Johnny Rocker and Bob Duck and Weave, who I want to say Bob Duck and Weave, nobody knows how much that dude does behind the scenes. Okay, we got this whole Illuminati thing. Like, I don't really know what we're allowed to talk about anymore.
What, Jay? I'll do it. Because like, if you get kicked out, whatever. If I get kicked out, I don't
care
anymore.
either. Like, I don't. It's not a big deal. Like, honestly, like stuff happens. I think we go through phases there, right? Where we get useful stuff and information. The interactions lately have been really good, but like, I don't think people realize how much Bob Duck and Weave does behind the scenes. Like how much he says, how much feedback he gives, and we're all there doing it, but like you don't see it. So just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah.
And like I can't talk to you about that because I'm under what's called a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
A lot of people need to learn about that. Like there's certain things that like just because I'm not saying it publicly doesn't mean I'm not having these conversations, And yeah,
I will say, for as little recognition as Bob gets outside of the community, oh my God, does he go hard in the paint, man? My man throws elbows in there. Like, he is honestly your guys' biggest champion, and he gets no public recognition for that because he just doesn't say a fucking word. Like, he keeps it to himself, but my man is out there doing the hard fights, and he is relentless in the best of ways, man. Like, if you guys... Like, I know we put people on the map or whatever, but like, if you guys play Avengers and you have no idea who Bob Duck and Weave is, you are doing yourself a disservice because that man is literally champion for everything you guys ask for on almost a daily basis.
And I think that we feed off that too, because I think I'm willing to say this. We had a conversation recently where, I think it was me that said, sometimes I'm not sure how I'm supposed to respond, because like, I don't want to say like, I'm not a sycophant, but like, I also don't want to go like too far, like, I don't know what we're looking for. And they basically said they're not looking for people to stroke their ego. They want legitimate feedback, and we feed off of each other. It's like it always takes that one person to finally like kind of like
get the ball
break
rolling.
the egg, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then we all feed off of it. And Bob is usually that guy. Like he's usually that guy that gets it started. And then Johnny Rocker, like he's in there a lot too, and has a lot of great. We all have great feedback. You know, I don't know what people's perception of what that forum is. But
It's tough because like when I was, you know, in the midst of the bloodiest battle of my life on Tuesday, you know, and people are like, so what do you say? What do you say? Where are the logs? Show me. And it's like, I would love to, man. I would love to show you guys like everything that goes on in there because like sometimes it's like you guys think you guys are like, you know, fighting the good fight or whatever. My God, man. Like, and I hate to like jerk each other off here, but like it comes down to like if you guys want something, you make it vocal to any of us, like it gets out there, man. You know, like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've posted I can't remember anything offhand, but I've posted like I've seen somebody post something on Twitter. I'm like, hey, are you guys aware of this? You know, or you know, like all sorts of stuff like that. Like, I mean, listen, we all want the game to be better. I think most of all, the thing that drives me the crazy is people saying, "Oh, they don't even care." They do care. Like there's so much red tape. All right, and that's I think the biggest problem that they're never going to talk about because they're not going to throw any of their partners under the bus. You know, like it's being professional, right? Like there's a lot of red tape, and that goes for every Marvel game, every business, every industry. There's just red tape, you know. All right, I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. Welcome to the stream, Sadistic Kitten. How are you doing?
Wait. So hold on. I have to get this straight.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
So how many of you have gone to bat for high quality, fabulous hair for Sadistic Kitten in Avengers?
You know what? I'll safely say maybe Bob has brought it up. But I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I haven't.
Okay.
I'll just say Bob to be safe.
Now I'll acknowledge that Bob can lift the hammer. It's fine. Okay.
How you doing tonight, Miss Kitten? Welcome to the chat. You got a chat full of guys, so don't feel uncomfortable on this stream tonight. So.
Oh, that's where I thrive. What do you mean?
Oh Lord. Oh God.
Unfortunately, we don't have Stardust here, because last time worked out really well between you two. So.
Oh, she destroyed that dude without even trying, bro. Like. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I see Avenger hater pop back up again.
Oh God.
He's my biggest fan. Did you not know?
He's a hair warrior as you are. So
listen, I'll say this about hair. Okay, I'm not a big hair guy, but like the hair piece they used on the next month's shipment that is out for Black Widow, that hair piece. And the hairpiece they used on First Avenger Thor, they could retire those, and I'd be completely okay with it.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not really a big fan of those, but like, anyway, I don't mean to bring up old
arguments.
arguments.
Funny because that tactical hairstyle is my favorite hairstyle for her. That hurt, Jay. Why do you like to hurt? Why do you like to hurt me?
Wait, you like that hair?
The short hair? Yes, I like the way it frames her face.
Quick question.
I just don't like this. I feel like it just looks scraggly. And I said Thor too, and that's my dude.
The color. I think my problem with the new Widow skin is the color. Why does she look like Ronald McDonald?
Oh my God.
I will say, like the new Widow skin, seems like such a step down in quality from like their other MCU skins. Something about it just seems really weird.
Speaking of skins and heroes and whatnot, let me sneak in here before y'all get too started. Mr. Sadat the Gamer,
what's up?
You are part of the Super Weekends, and you run a show called Super News. Is that correct?
That's correct.
On your Super News show, you said something about Yelena being the character dropped off. Now, I saw a small clip of that. I apologize for not being able to watch the show, but I saw a small clip of that, and I could not tell if you were reading a comment or you were literally revealing the secret hero. Could you go ahead and elaborate?
Yes.
I was looking away and I'm like waiting for it.
Okay, so for context here, I'll just say whatever you said, I had people run to my Discord and be like, yo, High Ruler, did you know Sadat said it's Elena? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, man? So literally, I was like, all right, here's what I know. I laid it all out there, but I was like, listen, if Sadat has updated information, my shit's outdated then at that point.
But
what the fuck happened?
I actually went to someone, and my information that I was literally certain about was proven wrong. And this was like over the weekend, right? So then Sadat comes out this morning with the super news and is like, Yelena, can you elaborate, please? Like what?
Yeah, I was answering a question in the chat. There was a bunch of questions being asked, and I was like, "Oh yeah, mystery character is not Jane Foster." Okay,
all right. So y'all heard it here first. Well, not here first. It was on Super News first, but y'all heard it here second.
The mystery character is Shuri or Yelena. Or
whoa,
or Jane Foster.
Wait a second.
Or White Tiger.
I need a commercial. I don't even have no more commercials left. God damn it. Oh, y'all are wild.
It could be Storm or Wolverine. Who knows?
Oh my god.
I think Sadat right now is on a Peloton because he seems to be backpedaling.
Oh yeah, he's backpedaling all day. He's like, yeah, that wasn't me, dog. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can say safely with no information, insider information whatsoever, that it is Elena. I know that 100%.
Damn.
Wait, so she said I'm going to say with no inside information, no confirmation that I'm 100%. You know what? Go ahead then. I'm not even mad at
Actually, I did talk to Miller after I saw High Ruler at me. I was like, I just talked to Miller on Twitch just to make sure everything was okay. I was like,
bro, I had people run into my Discord like you like broke people today. Like they were going crazy. Like,
but it's the way he worded it is what pisses me off because you
couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, is he revealing or is he like, oh my god? You did a good job, bro. You did a good job,
bro. I feel like I got played in my Discord today. I feel like I went. If I go 5 minutes past that clip, I feel like Sadat's like, all right, guys, now send us the fucking High Ruler. Like High Ruler. He's gonna reveal that whole thing for you guys. Like I feel like I got fucking played. So GG to you guys, man. Holy shit.
You did, dog. The way you worded it was so good because I'm me and Slip and High Ruler sitting in the chat and we're looking like we played it like 3 times, bro. And we're like, is he reading that or is
Miller and
Sadat
love causing chaos? Or... This is 100% correct.
Yes,
we do. We do love causing chaos.
And we just confirmed the character because Miller and Sadat love causing chaos. It is going to be Wanda with chaos.
Right. I cannot, dude. Look, Jay is down there like, I know stuff, but I'm not saying anything because I like my job as a content creator. I like getting ghosts in the mail from.
I don't know anything.
Miss Kitten, talk to us. Come wreck this party real quick, lady. You know what? I'm not talking to you, actually. Let me talk to somebody.
No, wait.
No. Fuck this. Bye, y'all. Enjoy the show, goddammit. I'm good. I'm out of here. Fuck this.
Elena's a mystery character.
Well, I'm in charge now. What? So
laughs and trained assassin.
All right, Jay, where are we going with this podcast?
So, what kind of dogs are the best dogs, and why are they boxers?
Dalmatians,
collies,
the best dogs.
Pitbull.
Does he count?
I have a fully white German Shepherd that's really cute, so I'm going to say German Shepherd.
I agree.
Dachshunds.
But cats are the superior gods of us all, so it really doesn't matter. So
cats are mid. Let's be honest.
Wow.
True.
You know what?
Wow. Cats and Mountain Dew. That. Come on.
No. Cats are mid. Mountain Dew is trash.
Drop the Addy. I'm waiting for the Addy drop.
Damn. Yo, I'm putting $50 on Kitten.
I really must love losing money.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, man.
All right. So, who had a flawless raid run this week? Raise your hand.
Oh, I actually did.
Definitely wasn't me.
So where did that come from? Like, I feel like I'm seeing people be more successful, but it wasn't directly after the patch. Like, I feel like after the patch, I saw people having just as many issues.
Let me speak on that, Jay. Let me speak on it. So I was watching Sadat stream the day we got the patch, right? That's when they leaked the shipment for the Black Widow shipment, right? In the middle of his stream, they did another update, like a backdoor update. And after that, he couldn't see the skin anymore. But the freaking raid ran perfectly fine for me 2 times in a row. So I think they did a
I literally ran it right after that, and it didn't work at all.
Damn, that's crazy. But see, that's crazy. You got a weird Xbox though. I mean, a PlayStation though, bro, because you get the weirdest dang on bugs, man.
No, it's not a weird PlayStation. It's all PlayStations. They're trash.
No,
yo, actually, for real, like
Xbox
is apparently like the Xbox experience versus PlayStation is apparently wildly different. Like apparently, like the Xbox like raid runs, if you run them, like you're looking at like way more flawless and good runs than if you were on PlayStation. It's wild.
Actually, I haven't done a raid on the Xbox.
That's just discrimination.
Yo, trust me, I hear it. I need cross save apparently to take my shit over to Xbox.
Xbox doesn't have.
What are you doing? You know that people are just going to start bitching about that.
Oh, sorry. Play, guys. Cross play. Start there, guys.
Crossplay. Right.
Crossplay.
Something that needs to come to the game.
just like
one with crossplay.
Synchro,
what else needs to come to the game besides crossplay?
Not join in progress is never coming. Don't think that it is. That's baseless, obviously, but like I just don't believe that that's real.
Can't join in progress in
more stuff.
Apex either.
That's true. There's lots of things that don't have it.
Can't join in progress if the servers are turned off.
I got a bot in here. Where?
Oh my god.
Where's my bot?
If the servers are turned off, I can't access my skins. Wait.
It's so weird. I just tried playing Marvel Heroes the other day. Okay. I tried logging on to Marvel Heroes because I wanted my stuff. Okay. I spent all this money on Marvel Heroes and I've got all these great skins and like it wouldn't let me do it. It just kept saying no. Where are my skins? Why can't I use them?
You know what the problem is? If those were NFTs, you'd be able to transfer them over. Everyone knows that's the way
that
exactly.
To any game. Easily.
Any game, yeah.
NFTs, then you can do it.
You'd be able to play Squirrel Girl in Call of Duty.
Why would
there you go?
Ever want to do that? That sounds awful. Like it's not babysitting simulator. That's all she's good for.
Wow.
Literally Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's babysitter. That's all she was ever supposed to be.
Oh, fuck.
Why are you like this?
Amazing?
Cancel Jay Shockless.
That's it.
Sadistic Kitten. What needs to come to the game that aside from join in progress and crossplay?
Aside from join in progress and crossplay, what needs to come to the game? Exotic drops anywhere. Exotic drops anywhere. Don't be limited to just one activity or another. Because when you play, I'm going to bring it up. When you play Destiny, exotic drops anywhere. Doesn't matter. You'll get surprised when you're doing just a mundane activity and get an exotic.
That's cool. Hoarder Gamer, what needs to come to the game besides exotic? Y'all know what already this has been said already. I'm not going to go through every freaking thing.
End hair. I forgot to say end hair. Hair needs to
there you go.
Hair in the game.
What amazes me about the game most right now is that you have a game where you have like the idea of dailies and weeklies, like a lot of games have, but really nothing to do. We've got Raid, we've got Mega Hive, we've got the Monica Mission, but like almost no new villains. So like the dailies are 2 villain sectors, no new villains for what, like 6 to 8 months now, if not longer. It's like, I don't understand why they don't have more things coming in that you would want to do daily, that both hardcore players and, people that aren't that into it would be interested in, more casual. So, but I definitely want more villains for sure, especially after that Monica mission. I thought that was phenomenal. Also, having
wait, you only get one. Let somebody else have a turn. Come on, Brad.
Sorry, it's all right.
The man has his list.
He's like,
Sadat the gamer. What else needs to come to the game, my dude?
I would say the top priority is more than 10 developers working on this piece of shit right now.
it's a doorway. You think to
Some outside funding.
Bro.
I saw that.
Slipshot, just talk, please, bro. Because this man's Sadat, dude. Oh, God. Slip. What else we need, bro?
To ask, further with that one.
That one's for you, Donnie Jones.
There's 2 wheels that were spoken about in developer calls, and I won both of those. Emo wheel and heroic wheel. Because I would love to be in the middle of, my combat and just switch my heroics.
That would be cool. Mr. J Shock Blast, do you feel like there's anything that needs to come to the game right now?
Batman. No, not Batman. Please no Batman. It was just the first obvious character
Prep time
that came to mind.
Goku.
Yeah, I mean, no Goku. I don't really like the Straw Hats. Is this a good segue? Do I bought my first ever manga today, and I'm already pissed? Okay, this is my first ever manga. What is this shit? Okay, what is this shit? The first page. Okay. The first page is Deadpool teaching me that this is not the first page; it's the last page.
First off,
what are you starting back here for? You're reading the wrong way.
I cannot, dude.
Send that to me because Deadpool manga. Yes, please.
Deadpool.
Apparently, this is Marvel's #1 selling book in the world.
As it should be.
It should be.
Damn.
Because manga is superior to comics.
Damn.
Well, not if you have to read it the wrong way.
Wait, hold on. Sadat and I just
this is
agreed.
weird.
Let me leave. Hang on.
All right, let's wrap this up. What do you got going on this week for his game in Hyrule? Actually, yeah, we don't have a regular panel, so we can do it like that. What do you got going on for his game in this week, Hyrule?
I'm playing Lost Ark, and I'm not playing another thing. That's it.
I ain't mad at you. Sadistic Kitten, are you still on the Destiny grind to get your characters right before the Witch Queen comes?
Absolutely.
Anything else you playing in the meantime?
Lost Ark.
Harder Gamer, you are pretty much one of the variety streamers for DSG. What do you got going for yourself this week, bro?
Well, finishing up the first Horizon, on Friday going to the second Horizon, and tonight playing with some DSG members, Back for Blood later tonight.
Yes, indeed. You've got Spring Rolls, Babe Bro, and Pro Logos, right?
Yes.
Sounds like a good time. We'll make sure to support that. My 2020 twin. What you got going on this week, big dog?
The usual. I'm making YouTube shorts. I'll probably be streaming a little bit of Avengers before everything switches to Forbidden West, and maybe I'll pick up Elden Ring. We'll have to see, but definitely going to be all about that Forbidden West and Destiny 2 Fridays.
Yes, oh, you're a guardian now. Let's go. Let's go. Slipshot TV. Oh, you have not touched Avengers in I think 2.5 months. So what do you got going on for yourself this week, good sir?
I'm going to join High Ruler and Sadistic in Lost Ark and Destiny.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Synchro, another one of DSG's variety streamers. What do you got going on for yourself this week, my dude?
I have no schedule, but except every other Wednesday, I do a game show. That's this Wednesday. Please check that out if you like trivia and I don't know random.
Who's your guest this week?
I don't know yet.
Oh God. Oh God. I was kidding. We can talk if you need help. Anyways,
Okay, can I clarify something real quick? Because not only is someone in chat giving me shit, but now I've got my wife texting me, giving me shit. I'd like to read you the text I just got. Even I knew that. It's Japanese. You read from back to front. I knew that. I was trying to be funny.
Jay,
it was very funny, Jay.
Damn.
Yeah, you're good, Jay.
I got the joke, Jay.
So anyway, she does this all the time. She like texts me, like corrects me. Never get a wife. That's the moral of the story.
Agreed.
I hope she doesn't hear that one. Oh my goodness.
She heard it. I'm kidding, obviously. Anyway, I will also be playing Horizon, I think. Oh God. Didn't work. Laughing, crying face. All right. Anyway, I'll play some Horizon. I'm getting back into Destiny 2 a little bit. That's pretty. It's cool getting back into that. I remember why I no-lifed that game for a little while. It's a lot of fun. I'll probably play Avengers if I'm, given a reason to do so on Thursday.
Nice. I don't know what the hell I'm playing this week. Definitely gonna be trying to do that Beyond Light for his Destiny. I have not. I'm about to cop that and play that. I've been wanting to literally. I've not finished Guardians of the Galaxy yet. I've not finished that game. I've literally I love the game, but I just have not had the time to freaking finish it. So I'm probably gonna try to stream some of that this week as well. If Thursday is okay, I guess you'll see, maybe me and some of the Ultimates, maybe me and Hyrule or something like that, run a little bit of Avengers, but I don't really see that happening, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's about it as far as what I've got going on for this week. So y'all know what time it is. It is time to put somebody on the map before we get up out of here. We'll go from the bottom to the top this time, and we'll start with you, Mr. J Shotglass. Would you go ahead and put somebody on the map, sir?
I've never prepared for this.
I know.
One of the people in your chat, I'd like to shout him out and maybe get him some more followers. Mr. La June.
Oh my god! This is supposed to be for small content creators, right? He's calling you small in comparison to him. Oh damn!
No,
my bad. Okay, I get it.
No, I don't. I don't know any small content creators that aren't here right now.
There's Casual Avenger in the chat. There's Pewter Odin in the
I'm
chat.
talking about
There's
you
Bert
people.
ZG in the chat. There's
What do you mean, you people?
I mean what I said. I mean the other people on this panel.
What do you
They're
mean?
the only small creators I know.
It's like a Stardust moment there.
There's a joke. Casual Avenger's a good guy.
Why is this so hard, bro?
Oh my god, dude.
Oh god. Okay,
You started with me.
I did. I really
That's your
did.
fault.
I really did. Casual Avenger. One of the mods, please throw Casual Avenger's Twitter in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it.
Suki is awesome as well.
Yes, she is. She's awesome.
Listen, does anybody else want to beg for my attention right now? Chat? I will shout you out. I have the power. Let me know. We'll do it. Shout outs to my wife. I'll keep her.
Jay, I will see you in the after show, good sir. Oh God, Secret Champ, put somebody on the map, bro.
Yeah. Can I do X69 Spring Rolls on Twitch? Because she's been streaming lately. I think that counts.
Yes, it
Let's do that.
does. Team leader, our people, our love. Let's get it. Put Aquatones, do Spring Rolls next, bro. Appreciate you. See you in the after show, Mr. Synchro Champ. Hoarder Gamer, put somebody on the map.
Quiet Achievement, excellent streamer, really good person, a friend. She plays a lot of Borderlands, LGBT streamer, and just a really great person. Quiet Achievement.
Okay, Quiet Achievement. Aqua, go ahead and do your thing, good sir. We'll see you in the after show, Mr. Hoarder Gamer. Sadistic Kitten. Put somebody on the map, please, ma'am.
Okay, so I have two things. One, JC Vice Zero has one of my favorites in the community. Great personality. Been playing different games. I would like to show him support because he switched from Avengers a while ago, and we like to stay supportive of the people who play other games as well. So there's that. And the other thing is now I'm gonna go get hot wax poured on my back for a fancy set. Goodbye.
Not today. Not today. Oh, she got me anyway.
Too late.
I fucking hate her sometimes. I love her to death, but I hate her sometimes. Sadat the Gamer, my 2020 twin.
What's up?
Put somebody on the map, big dog.
Shout out to Donnie Jones in the chat, my biggest fan. Definitely got to put him on, showing some love over there, as well as Alien Fighter.
Yes, indeed.
Just in general, just lovely person.
Yes, indeed.
Deserves more support.
Really does, but you know what? She needs to stream more too. So she needs to stream more too. So go ahead, Aqua, and throw Alien in there. I would greatly appreciate it, good sir. I see you in the after show, my dude. Slipshot TV put somebody on the map. It's down to us. It's short starch. The dust should be here, but he's not today. Shout out to my man. Go ahead.
I'm putting in too. I'm going back to the Math Vigilante again. That man is out here grinding on Twitch, and I want you to see him on Twitch. You know, and it's another one that's outside of the Avengers community. One of my homeboys that I like talk to a lot in the TikTok space, and it is. I'm gonna call his name is Emmett. I forgot how to pronounce his real name, but I can put his Twitter in the chat.
You're a mod. You can do it. Go ahead, handle your business.
Yeah.
Hyrule, do your thing, my dude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shout out Spicy Mama. Aqua, I got you, because Aqua's out there complaining that he can't find these people. So, but she plays Avengers Dead by Daylight. She's streaming right now on Twitch playing Rainbow Six Extraction. So that's what I'm gonna shout this week. And Doom, if you give me a second here, obviously we're without Stardust today. Due to some family stuff going on, and he's not feeling too great. So, just obviously a quick little shout out of love to Stardust, and I hope his mom and everything to do with her, turns out for the best. So, yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I would like to shout out good. I ain't gonna say a good friend, but I consider him a good friend. He's a really cool cat. He's streaming 24/7 for the entire year right now.
Insanity.
Our guy Miller, man, the dude is going nuts. He's one of the people that keeps this community hype. He's one of the people who just gives you hope when there's no hope. You know what I mean? I just keep it real. So shout out to my dude Miller. One of the mods, can y'all throw that in the chat for me? I would greatly appreciate it. Hyrule, would you take us on out of here before I do my thing?
Yes, sir. Much love to everyone who came out today. Obviously, over 100 people for a lot of it, and we're out here talking about things that aren't just Avengers. So, appreciate everyone for hanging out with us. Appreciate everyone who came on. Sadat, Jay, Hoarder, Synchro, Sadistic Kitten. Thank you everyone for coming on. Thank you guys for joining us. And with that being said, we will see you guys next Saturday, same time, same place. And look forward to you guys next week.
Laissez les bon temps rouler, which means let the good times roll. Peace out, people.
What's shaking, people? It's your boy DoomkillaHD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap-up where we give you the news. Break it down bite-sized so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game and start up what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap, conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap-up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best.